now from your exclusive home for minor league baseball. MLB The Show is on the air. Howie King will get his first shot here. A couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, yesterday he just kept things rolling. You know, he's had 8 RBIs in his last 10 games. I got to take that.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
As we look at that again, you know.
At the plate, Jack Dages, as he'll get his. Runners on the move for second. And here's a ball hit in the air. And that'll get down for a base hit. Throw just does beat him to the bag, and that was pretty close.
You have got to be kidding me. You're not going to see this ever. I mean, this is a base hit all day long, but he comes up firing from his outfield position, and they wind up getting a force.
Digging in to try it again, Howie King. He singled his last time up. He pulls this one into right. Calgill is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Nothing across here this half. We played 4 full. Columbus is out in front, 1-0. Graham DeSalvo tripled last time up, and he's set to bat again here.
Yeah, he already got to show off those wheels, so let's see if he can make it happen again in this at-bat.
In the air out to center field. King has a play. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Howie King steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Popped high in the air. Aguilar is there for it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting.
Number 9 will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. King is in pursuit. 2 gone. Leonardo Chacin will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. All of that with a base hit right here.
And that will fall as he comes through. It's a base hit. The run scores from second. It's a 4-3 game. And he is in there. Howie King stands in now looking to get on base any way he can with that potential tying run standing on deck.
Yeah, Matt, he's just got to focus here on getting a good pitch to hit or finding some other way to just keep this line moving.
Calgill racing back. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
Sooner or later, somebody was going to get him. That's just the first home run he's allowed out of the bullpen all season long. He's been lights out all year, but he got beat there.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, he winds up with a couple of hits, one of which was the triple, and he played a big part in leading these guys to the victory.
So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Eric Karros and Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click on over to theshownation.com. Ring your bell. The Clippers are victorious here, 6-5. Good night, everybody.
Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
The show's continuing coverage of minor league baseball is on the air. Tonight it's the third of this 4-game weekend series between the Columbus Clippers and the Toledo Mud Hens. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Howie King will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Looking for the strikeout, here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. We've played an inning, still 0-0. Number 9 will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Short. Escobar is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Jesus Aguilar is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Fly ball out to straightaway center. King moves over, and he hauls it in for the 1st out of the inning.
Now batting.
Kiki Phelps in now, popped out in his first trip. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Makes the catch, but the runner from 3rd breaks for home. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game. Howie King is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1.
Ball,
and
that's
he won't
outside.
bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed
He's
stuff,
good.
That's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Ball, that's out.
Outside, 3-0 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And he
Ball
lays
4,
off
that's
here. A nice job. It's ball 4. 1st and 2nd. So stepping in, Eduardo Escobar, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from 2nd with a base hit into the outfield. On the ground to short. This could be 2. To 2nd for
Out.
1. On to
Out.
1st, and he really paid the price at 2nd base, but it's a double play, and the Howie King stands in, reached on a walk in his last trip.
Howie King.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
That counts. 1-1.
Pitch out. The throw, and a good decision to pitch out that time as he is toast at 2nd base.
If you're not an absolute speed merchant on the bases, if the pitcher slide steps, he's got a much better chance of throwing you out. The defense sniffed it out right there. The slide step worked. Great throw to 2nd base, and he's gone.
Lined hard toward right center, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
You talk about getting the bat head out in front. This is rifled up the middle. Can't square up a baseball any better than that.
Eduardo Escobar will stand in for a 3rd time now. His previous
So far.
Runner goes for second. Pitch is a full strike. The throw way late, and he's in there easily at second.
We've already seen the ball's not really traveling all that well here tonight, so both these managers might start thinking, we got to shake it up a little here offensively. So they turn him loose here, and he's into scoring position with the stolen base.
And ball four now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
And for his hot
Andrew Romine strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out.
Big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
To short. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. The runner scores from second. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Adam Moore. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Here to left center. King will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Howie King steps in. He scored after reaching on a single his last time up. First offering on its way. High and away on the first pitch fastball there. It's ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
1 ball, 2
strikes.
1 and 2
as the changeup had him out in front there.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect it.
Eduardo Escobar stands into the box. He's 0 for 2. And he'll step off. He's running towards second. And here's a ball hit in the air. Aguilar is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We've played 8 full. The Mud Hens lead it 2-1. So striding in, number 9, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. King is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah, and you know, this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Mud Hens are winners here, 2-1. Time for baseball of the AAA variety as the show brings you coverage from the International League. Tonight it's the first. Howie King will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Kelsey ranging back. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
And a good swing right there gets them the first run of the ball game here in the bottom of the first. And we always talk about the importance of getting off to a fast start, so you can be sure they're pretty happy about this one.
Devin Marrero will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s.
Well, he's been hitting really well over his last 10 games or so.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Diaz is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Howie King is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Howie King.
Into the seats, 0-1. This is flared out towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Well, you know, he's shaking his head a little bit there down at first base. He knows he got a gift base hit right there. All this is a little looper. It barely even reaches the outfield grass. I don't even think it bent the grass when it hit the ground. But it's good enough to sneak by those 2 middle infielders.
Stepping in, Jack Dages. He got on top of one and was...
They'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
It's too high, and that might not have been in time anyway. Knowing his wheels, it's a stolen base.
Well, I think we all know this guy is the whole package out there. He's homered earlier in the ball game. Now he shows off those wheels by taking second here on the stolen base.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Lifted in the air out to right. Ruth is there. 1 down. Throw back to second,
out.
And that's a double play.
Boy, that is a hard one to fathom right there. I get that you want to give yourself a good head start at second base, but this ball looked like it was going to be caught all the way, so that winds up pretty...
Howie King will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And they take him out of the zone here, and he obliges. Not the greatest of swings there for the first out.
And if you're a fan of pitching...
Ryan Harper will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Field. Collins moving in. He can't get to it. This one's down. Throw will hold him at second, but the go-ahead run's in scoring position now. Howie King digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close.
I got the count. 0-2.
A late swing on the slider, and quickly it's 0-2. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the
Got him.
And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first. Devin Marrero takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys.
This ball's down, and that could bring in a run. Well, runs at something of a premium here in this matchup, so it doesn't make it quite as hard to find our top player of the game.
Yeah, 2 hits for him in the ball game, both of them doubles, and